Hi, John with Citizen Survival Plan here today. Today I want to cover a kind of cool little product that I found. I recently over time damaged my Ruger 1022 receiver. And I actually went out and bought a whole new Ruger 1022, and I did not have to. Brownells sells the BRN-22, which is a receiver for your Ruger 1022. And I actually didn't know this because I spent so much time building AR-15s. I didn't realize that the Ruger 1022 was like the AR-15, where you could just configure it any way you want with new receivers and all kinds of stuff. So it's a cool product. It's super easy to put together. I'm just going to do it on screen here. And what I really like about it is it comes with the integrated Picatinny rail, which kind of solves the problem of damaging the receiver with those tiny little screws that Ruger provides that are tapped into the original OEM receiver. So let's get right into it. Okay, so this is the Brownells BRN-22. This is the 22 Ruger 1022 receiver from them. It's a little bit upgraded. It comes with an integrated Picatinny rail as opposed to the ones that have these tiny screws that go on. You can see mine is old, it's beat up, and over the years I've taken optics on off this, and those little screws have just stripped out. So it's a nice upgrade to have. This is going away. We are gonna trash it. Okay, so the tools you're gonna need to do this is just a 5/32 Allen and possibly a punch and a little hammer. And when you put the stock on, you're either going to need a Phillips head screwdriver like me, or just another Allen if you have the carbine model that takes the Allen screws that puts it into the stock. So it's really simple. So one quick thing to note with the new receiver, Brownells sends out a barrel block with the screws. This is the OEM one. And because they sent it, I'm going to use the new one over the old one. I don't know why or how different they really are, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, first things first. We're just going to have to put the barrel in. It's really easy. These aren't really press fit or anything, but this is the bottom of the barrel. This is the receiver. We're simply just going to slip that in. And then we're going to take our new receiver barrel mount. We're going to take the block first and put that on. Should set in there. And we'll take the screws and just lightly start threading them in. So we're just going to just lightly tighten these bolts in with our hands. And we're not going to put a lot of torque on them right now. We're going to just try and get them even. I'm running out of space here. But you'll see the V block there is going to kind of push on the bottom of the barrel. It's going to push into the receiver. There's no big worry about how the barrel is going to rotate. That block is going to push it in there straight. And there probably is torque specs on this, but even when I watched the Brownells video, they didn't really worry about it. I would just be smart about it. Don't over torque it, but get enough oomph on there that you're going to feel safe that barrel's not going to come off. It's just a 22, not really dealing with high pressure rounds or anything. So I'm going to call that probably pretty good. And our barrel's on. Next thing we're going to do, and right now the gun is pretty much put together. I mean, this is basically, we're at field strip now. So the barrel goes on like that. So we're going to take our charging handle and spring, put it in. I'm going to take my finger and compress that the whole way to the rear with the charging handle. Let me keep going. Whole way back. I'm going to take the bolt, set it in there the right way. It's going to go flat. I'm going to just push down with my front finger and it'll go in. Just need to put the rear pin in. It's going to go in like that. Should just slide in. If not, just tap it in with a punch. That's where it goes. And then here is your trigger assembly. Make sure this latch is in this groove before you start trying to reassemble. That's going to go in. It's going to go to the back. We're going to line those holes up. The pin should just go in. If it needs a little bit of a tap, barely anything, just pushing it through. If you're hammering on it really hard, stop. This one should go right in because I got the front one in. So the trigger assembly's in, and we have our barrel tightened in. We're just going to take our stock, set this here. When you put your receiver in, like always with all these 1022s, you need to center the safety so it can slide into the stock. It's going to slide down in there. Safety is now through. You can use it. And with this is the sporter stock, so it's just one screw. If you have the carbine model, there's going to be a band up near the barrel that you're going to have to tighten as well. But this is pretty much it. It's all tightened in. Barrel's on. And the Brownells receiver is in. This gun should function if I were to use it. One note, if you are going to buy this receiver and you plan on using the iron sights, if you were to look down this rifle, you cannot see the rear sight, you can only see the front. That's sort of what the Picatinny rail is for. This receiver really is set up just to use an actual optic, like a red dot or a scope or whatever you're going to put on it. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. This is a cool product from Brownells, and I just really wanted to cover it because it helped me out. I rebuilt an old 1022 that I already had all the parts for. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.